Welcome to Taiwan, a land where nature carves poetry into every mountain, and the winds whisper tales of ancient trade, resilience, and rebirth. Nestled in the western Pacific, Taiwan is home to soaring peaks, emerald coastlines, and a legacy built upon centuries of cultural crosswinds. Here, tradition walks hand in hand with progress, and every corner holds a story waiting to unfold. This island, though modest in size, boasts a soul larger than continents. Taiwan captivates with its vibrant energy and quiet elegance, a harmony between modern cities buzzing with life and countryside retreats, soaked in serenity. Its charm lies in contrast. Bustling night markets stand beside tranquil tea gardens, and futuristic skylines rise from lands rich in folklore and craft. Taiwan doesn't simply offer destinations, it shares moments that linger in memory and awaken the explorer within. And while you think about it, let's take a moment to uncover what truly makes Taiwan a land of wonder, beyond its landscapes and into the heart of its identity. But before we set foot on Taiwan's magical trails, here's a question for you. Which one of these local Taiwanese snacks is famous for its strong aroma and unique taste? Drop your answer below and let's see who really knows Russia. Your guess might just surprise you. Before we continue, a small request. It takes just a second for you to like this video and subscribe to our channel, but it helps us a lot in bringing you even better content. Your support means the world to us and allows us to keep creating exciting travel videos for you. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and let's continue our journey. Zhengbin Island. Just a 10-minute ferry ride from the bustling port of Kaohsiung, Zhengbin Island feels like stepping into a serene parallel world, where sea breeze and street food blend into one unforgettable experience. The journey begins at Gushan Ferry Pier, where locals and travelers alike board the short ride with bicycles in tow, ready to explore the narrow lanes and laid-back vibe of this coastal escape. As you arrive, the scent of grilled squid and fresh sea air welcomes you along the lively Zhengbin Old Street, a place where culinary delights are proudly rooted in tradition. Try the charcoal-grilled cuttlefish or a scoop of mango-shaved ice, both crowd favorites that echo the island's bold flavors. Just a short walk away stands the historic Shihu Fort, perched on a hill overlooking the Taiwan Strait. Built in the 19th century, this strategic lookout offers panoramic views of the sea and the city beyond. Further along the coast, Sijin Seaside Park invites you with palm-lined walkways, seashell-studded sculptures, and long stretches of beach, perfect for cycling or catching the sunset. From colorful street murals to wind-blown coastal trails, every turn on Sijin Island feels like a page from a slow-moving, salt-scented story, one that you'll want to linger in just a little longer. Kaohsiung City. In southern Taiwan lies Kaohsiung, a city that pulses with energy, culture, and sea-swept charm, a place where skyscrapers reflect in tranquil harbors, and tradition hums beneath every modern stride. This maritime metropolis has grown from a humble fishing village to a global port city, yet it retains a warm-hearted, artistic soul. Begin your exploration at the Pier 2 Art Center, where abandoned warehouses have transformed into vibrant galleries, outdoor sculptures, and creative pop-ups that invite you to pause, reflect, and snap a photo or two. Not far from the waterfront, the Love River winds through the city like a gentle thread, lined with cafes, walkways, and the soft glow of lanterns at night. A river cruise here offers not just views, but a moment of calm amid the urban rhythm. For a different perspective, ride the glass elevators of 85 Sky Tower, where the city unfolds beneath your feet, harbor cranes, parks, and the distant ocean all stretching to the horizon. Kaohsiung streets come alive after sunset with sizzling street food, from black pepper buns to seafood skewers grilled on open flames. At its edge, the city melts into nature, lush hills, seaside parks, and temples tucked into green folds. It's this fusion of urban drive and coastal ease that makes Kaohsiung more than just a city. It's a living, breathing expression of Taiwan's southern heart. Heping Island Park. Where the Pacific wind shapes stone and sea into timeless forms. Heping Island Park reveals a landscape carved by water, wind, and centuries of human story. Once a strategic outpost touched by early Spanish explorers in the 17th century, the island whispers of fortresses and trading ships that once linked Taiwan to the wider world. Today, the echoes of that past blend with the island's natural grandeur, sea cliffs, tide pools, and uniquely sculpted rock formations that rise like ancient guardians from the ocean floor. As you cross the Heping Bridge from Keelung City, The scenery transforms into a coastal sanctuary where land and sea share secrets in rhythmic tides. Take a stroll along its walking trails, lined with native plants and ocean views that stretch endlessly across the horizon. Families cool off in the seawater swimming pools, while photographers chase the golden hour light on weathered stones shaped like mushrooms and turtles, silent testaments to the island's ever-evolving form. But beyond the geology, Heping Island Park offers a breath of stillness, a rare moment where time feels suspended between crashing waves and the gentle murmur of history. It's a place that lets you slow down, breathe deeply, and rediscover the quiet dialogue between land and legacy. Tianliao Moon World. Under the sky hidden in the Tianliao district, a surreal stretch of earth unfolds, where barren ridges and eroded cliffs form a dreamscape eerily similar to the surface of the moon. Welcome to Tianliao Moon World, a natural phenomenon shaped not by fantasy, but by time, rain, and the relentless movement of the earth. These jagged gray badlands are the result of intense erosion over centuries, where clay-rich soil cracked and collapsed under seasonal rains, sculpting sharp crests and steep gullies in every direction. As you walk through the narrow dirt paths, the silence is almost otherworldly. No lush greenery, no vibrant birdsong, only the sound of your footsteps against dust and wind. The landscape constantly shifts in tone as sunlight plays across its ridges, from cool silvers at dawn to golden brown hues at dusk. Despite its harshness, Moon World attracts hikers, geologists, and photographers who find beauty in its desolation. Observation decks offer sweeping views of the valley, perfect for taking in the scale and silence of this natural sculpture. The site also includes a visitor center that provides context on the geology and formation of the terrain, adding a deeper understanding to its alien beauty. In a land known for its lush forests and vibrant coastlines, Tianliao Moon World stands out as a quiet, cracked reminder of nature's raw, untamed artistry. Tamsui. Tamsui. At the mouth of the Tamsui River, where fresh water meets the sea, lies a district steeped in 400 years of maritime legacy and cultural transitions. Once known as Hoba, Tamsui earned its name from its role as a key freshwater supply point for ships navigating East Asia's ancient trade routes. During the 17th century, this port town became a bustling hub of commerce, connecting Taiwan to foreign merchants and travelers long before skyscrapers touched its skies. Stroll along the Tamsui Old Street, where colonial-era buildings now house cafes, street food stalls, and shops selling handcrafted souvenirs. The aroma of iron eggs, grilled squid, and sweet potato balls floats through the air, offering a culinary experience as rich as the town's history. The waterfront promenade comes alive at sunset, where golden skies reflect off calm waters and street performers draw cheerful crowds. For a higher perspective, visit Fort San Domingo, a hilltop fortress that once served as a lookout and residence for colonial officials, now a preserved museum overlooking the bay. Today, Tamsui is both a scenic escape and a living chapter of Taiwan's trading past, where river breezes carry whispers of voyages, diplomacy, and dreams cast across the ocean. Taipei. Taipei doesn't just lead Taiwan, it defines it, blending centuries of heritage with a bold vision for tomorrow. In this dynamic city, the glimmer of digital billboards reflects off temple rooftops, and bullet trains speed past age-old night markets alive with scent, sound, and stories. At the heart of the skyline once stood Taipei 101, a towering marvel that held the title of the world's tallest building, still a symbol of ambition shaped like a bamboo stalk rising toward the clouds. But beyond the modern glass and steel, Dihua Street offers a journey into the past, with Baroque facades, herb shops, and artisanal tea merchants lining its stone-paved paths. By day, the city is in motion, commuters, students, and creatives moving in harmony. By night, it transforms into a feast of color and cuisine, from the sizzling woks of Raohe Night Market to quiet alleyway noodle shops known only to locals. Art and history converge at the National Palace Museum, home to one of the world's largest collections of Chinese imperial treasures, each artifact echoing dynasties long gone, yet still alive in Taipei's cultural consciousness. Surrounding the city, lush mountains and thermal hot springs offer gentle retreats from the urban buzz, inviting balance and pause. Taipei is not just a capital, it is a canvas of contrasts where tradition and transformation coexist in beautiful rhythm. Taichung. Nestled between mountains and coast, Taichung flourishes as a city where creativity flows as freely as commerce. With a mild year-round climate, and a graceful urban layout, the city invites both innovation and leisure to thrive side by side. Its streets reflect a thoughtful design wide, green-lined boulevards guide you through neighborhoods dotted with contemporary art, artisanal cafes, and boutique shops. At the cultural heart of the city lies the National Taichung Theater, an architectural marvel of curves and acoustics, where sound and space perform in perfect harmony. Art lovers find their haven in the National Taiwan Museum of Fine Arts, while history speaks softly through preserved Japanese-era buildings and traditional marketplaces. But Taichung's appeal goes beyond galleries and galleries. Calligraphy Greenway is a pedestrian-friendly cultural corridor that stretches through the city, connecting parks, art installations, and music venues in a walkable, vibrant flow. On the culinary side, Taichung is known for its rich street food culture, home to the original bubble tea, soft bao buns, and the ever-popular sun cakes that melt in your mouth with a flaky sweetness. Despite its rapid development, the city maintains its calm, where after a busy day, locals retreat to scenic lakes, evening parks, or mountain temples on the outskirts. Taichung is not just a stop between north and south. It's a city that invites you to pause, explore, and feel the evolving pulse of modern Taiwan. Feitsui Reservoir. Tucked in the mountainous folds east of Taipei, Feitsui Reservoir serves not only as a vital water source but as a sanctuary of ecological beauty. Stretching across the upper reaches of the Beishi River, this reservoir supplies clean drinking water to millions, while cradling a world of biodiversity within its serene basin. Surrounding hills are draped in forest green, where clouds hover low and silence reigns, disturbed only by the call of birds or the soft ripple of water against rock. Here, rare species flourish. The Formosan blue magpie, the rhododendron kawakami, and emerald green tree frogs thrive undisturbed in this protected ecosystem, marking the area as a cradle of Taiwan's natural heritage. Every March, the slopes burst into delicate bloom, blanketing the reservoir's edge in color, a seasonal transformation that draws nature lovers and photographers alike. For those seeking understanding beyond beauty, the Water Resource Eco-Education Center near the site offers immersive experiences into the importance of water conservation, sustainable engineering, and ecological harmony. Unlike most tourist-heavy destinations, Feitsui remains tranquil, a place where visitors are asked not just to look, but to learn, listen, and leave with greater respect for what sustains life. It's not just a reservoir. It's a reminder that the most essential things are often the most quietly powerful. Sun Moon Lake. Where water mirrors the mountains Seoul High in the central mountains of Taiwan lies Sun Moon Lake, the island's largest and most poetic body of water, a place where serenity takes physical form. The lake's name reflects its dual nature, the eastern side shaped like a radiant sun, and the western side curving gently like a crescent moon. Divided by Lalu Island, the water spreads in graceful silence, surrounded by mist-wrapped peaks and forests that seem to hum with age-old stories. Every turn of the lakeside trail reveals a different mood, sunlight shimmering on calm ripples, or clouds descending like a curtain drawn softly across the sky. Bicyclists ride the circular path that hugs the shore, greeted by changing scenery and occasional deer sightings among the trees. Cruise boats glide slowly across the surface, offering passengers a quiet, floating perspective of the surrounding highlands and their reflections. Local vendors near the piers offer warm tea, sweet sun cakes, and handmade crafts, fragments of Taiwanese hospitality wrapped in simplicity. At dawn, the mountains glow gold and the lake turns to glass, capturing a moment that feels sacred in its stillness. Sun Moon Lake is more than a destination. It is a feeling, a breath, a reflection of balance between land, water, and the soul of Taiwan itself. Taroko National Park. Where the mountains rise like ancient giants, Taroko National Park carves its legend into marble and mist. The park's crown jewel is the Taroko Gorge. The park's crown jewel is the Taroko Gorge, a dramatic canyon sculpted by the Liwu River over millions of years, its sheer cliffs glowing in streaks of silver, white, and gray. As you walk along the Shakadang Trail, turquoise waters shimmer below, cutting through polished rock like liquid crystal winding through a cathedral of stone. Above, the eternal spring shrine clings to the mountainside, perched beside a waterfall that flows gently through the forest, a symbol of resilience and remembrance. Dense forests cloak the hills, sheltering a wide variety of species, from playful macaques to rare butterflies that flutter along the shaded trails. The air here carries the scent of pine, moss, and river mist, a breath of pure nature that silences even the busiest thoughts. Bridges arc over deep chasms, tunnels pierce solid rock, and at every bend, new landscapes emerge, each more humbling than the last. Taroko isn't just a national park, it's a living sculpture of water and wind, a place where nature doesn't whisper, but speaks in echoes, urging you to listen closely. Golden Waterfall. The Golden Waterfall cascades down a rocky slope, glowing with an amber hue that seems too vivid to be real. But its golden shimmer isn't a trick of light. But its golden shimmer isn't a trick of light. It's the result of heavy mineral content flowing naturally through the soil, mingling with mountain spring water. Long ago, this region bustled with gold and copper mining, and traces of that past remain, hidden in the earth's chemistry and whispered through the wind. As water tumbles over rust-colored stones, the sun strikes it just right, turning each drop into a ribbon of light that flows like molten treasure. Despite its beauty, the water is not for touching. The same minerals that create the magic also make it unsuitable for direct contact. Just a short distance from here, the Yin-Yang Sea stretches toward the horizon, a bay with two distinct colors of water, where blue ocean currents meet golden runoff, forming a visual contradiction that defies expectations. Surrounding cliffs add to the drama, creating a stage where nature paints in extremes, bright greens, deep grays, and metallic golds. Golden Waterfall isn't just a scenic stop, it's a natural phenomenon shaped by time, industry, and the unpredictable poetry of Taiwan's eastern mountains. Kacheng Iron Bridge. Where steel meets sky in a valley of silence, in the quiet township of Yehliu, amidst rice fields and distant mountains, stands the striking red arc of the Kacheng Iron Bridge, a symbol of balance between heritage and scenery. Originally built during the Japanese colonial era, the bridge once carried trains across the river, connecting Taiwan's east coast to its inner heartlands. Though no longer in use for rail transport, its structure has been preserved as a pedestrian walkway, inviting visitors to stroll through history with every step. The bridge's elegant red frame cuts across lush green valleys and the shimmering Zhuguluan River, making it a favorite canvas for photographers, especially during the golden hour, when the colors blaze with intensity. From the middle of the bridge, you can hear the rustle of the wind weaving through distant sugarcane fields, and the low murmur of the river carving its path below. It's a place of pause where people come to slow down, reflect, and capture timeless moments between sky and steel. Due to its popularity, weekends can bring a soft hum of visitors, but the setting never loses its sense of calm. The Kacheng Iron Bridge is more than an architectural relic. It's a ribbon of memory stretched across nature, bridging not just two banks, but two eras. Cape of Yehliu Geopark. Jutting into the Pacific like a painter's brush across the sea, Yehliu Geopark unveils a landscape where wind and waves have become artists in their own right. The cape stretches 7 kilometers into the ocean, carved over millennia by fierce monsoons, salt spray, and geological transformation. Here, rock formations don't just stand, they perform. You'll see the iconic Queen's Head, a narrow-necked sculpture shaped purely by erosion, as if nature sculpted a royal profile into the stone. Nearby, formations like the fairy shoe, dragon's head, and bean-curd rocks dot the terrain, each a product of time, pressure, and patience. The cape is divided into 3 distinct sections, each revealing a different mood of the landscape, from wave-eroded caves to turtle-shaped boulders resting silently against the wind. A well-maintained walking path guides visitors along the coastline, where ocean waves crash below and seagulls soar above, adding music to this open-air gallery. Beyond beauty, Yehliu also serves as a natural classroom where families, students, and geologists alike come to witness the Earth's silent, ever-changing story. Cape Yehliu isn't just a park, it's a moment frozen between movement and memory, where the land reveals the poetry written deep within stone. Nanya Rock. Along the jagged edge of Taiwan's northeastern coast, Nanya Rock emerges like a painted sculpture, etched by waves, wind, and the patience of time. These rocks are part of the sedimentary arc shale formation, their layers striped with swirls of orange, yellow, and deep gray, each line telling a chapter of the Earth's shifting story. From afar, the rock formations resemble abstract shapes. Some say bamboo shoes, others see scoops of melting ice cream sculpted in stone. Up close, the textures are mesmerizing, grooved surfaces carved by wind, sea spray, and centuries of erosion, each one unique like a natural fingerprint. Situated along Provincial Highway 2, the area is easily accessible and offers panoramic views of the Pacific Ocean clashing against rocky cliffs. As waves crash and recede, the rocks seem to change personality with the light, cool and quiet at dawn, golden and dramatic by sunset. A short walking path allows visitors to explore the formations at their own pace, pausing to photograph or simply admire the natural beauty without interruption. Nanya Rock isn't just a stop on the road, it's a visual dialogue between sea and stone, where art is unintentional, yet unforgettable. Alishan. Perched in the highlands of Chiayi County, Alishan is a place where the mountains breathe and the clouds drift low, wrapping ancient forests in a shroud of silence. The air here is cool, pure, and scented with cypress, an atmosphere that slows your heartbeat and stills the noise of the outside world. At dawn, travelers gather to witness one of Taiwan's most beloved sights. The Alishan sunrise, where the sun rises above a rolling sea of clouds, igniting the sky in hues of gold and flame. The Alishan Forest Railway. The Alishan Forest Railway, a century-old narrow-gauge line, climbs through dense woods and misty bends, making each turn feel like a passage through time. Winding trails lead through bamboo groves, towering red cypress trees, and hidden waterfalls that whisper softly in the quiet undergrowth. Locals here cultivate high mountain tea, considered among the finest in Asia, its flavor shaped by altitude, soil, and centuries of craft. During spring, cherry blossoms bloom along the ridgelines, painting the landscape with delicate pink strokes that contrast against the deep green woods. Alishan is more than just a scenic retreat. It is a sanctuary where the natural and the sacred intertwine, offering not just beauty, but peace that lingers long after you've left. Laomei Green Reef. Along the rocky shores of Taiwan's north coast, where volcanic history meets ocean rhythm, lies the seasonal marvel of the Laomei Green Reef. Formed by ancient lava flows from Dayton Mountain, this coastal stretch turned into stone over centuries, and then shaped by crashing waves into rows of parallel trenches, ridges, and tide pools. But the true transformation happens only for a short window each spring. In April and May, a vivid carpet of green algae begins to bloom, clinging softly to the rock's jagged edges, turning the coast into a surreal patchwork of emerald hues against blue sea and gray stone. As the sun rises, dew glistens on the mossy surface, and the entire reef shimmers like silk caught in the morning light. Photographers from across Asia gather here before dawn, waiting for the perfect moment when color, tide, and light align in silent magic. The reef is delicate. Stepping onto it is prohibited to preserve its fragile ecosystem, and visitors are encouraged to admire it from the shore. With waves gently lapping, birds gliding overhead, and the wind brushing against your face, Laomei becomes more than a place. It becomes a fleeting moment of natural perfection, existing only briefly, but remembered forever. Dragon and Tiger Pagodas. Standing boldly on the edge of Lotus Pond in Kaohsiung, the Dragon and Tiger Pagodas rise like guardians of tradition, vivid in color, rich in symbolism, and beloved by all who visit. Built in 1976, these seven-story towers are more than just architectural landmarks. They're visual stories told in ceramic tiles in mythological form. Visitors are invited to enter through the mouth of the dragon and exit through the tiger, a path believed to bring good fortune and cast away bad luck. Inside, spiral staircases wind upward, with each level offering views that grow wider, more peaceful, until you reach the top and find the entire city mirrored in the waters below. Bright koi motifs dance across the walls, while lotus flowers bloom quietly in the pond, each detail reminding you of balance, reflection, and renewal. Surrounding the pagodas, walkways connect to other temples and pavilions, but the dragon and tiger remain the focal point, icons of contrast working in perfect harmony. In the early evening, golden sunlight washes over the tiled rooftops, and the reflections ripple gently in the pond, creating a moment that feels as still as it is sacred. The Dragon and Tiger Pagodas are more than monuments. They're a cultural heartbeat, echoing through color, form, and the quiet rhythm of water and wind. Zhuoying Lotus Pond. A mirror of heritage in the heart of Kaohsiung, nestled at the northern edge of Kaohsiung. Zhuoying Lotus Pond glistens beneath the sun like a sacred mirror, reflecting temples, towers, and centuries of tradition across its calm surface. Named for the lotus flowers that bloom along its edge in summer, the pond invites visitors into a landscape where color, culture, and quiet coexist. At one end, the Confucius Temple stands in elegance, while the opposite side boasts icons like the Dragon and Tiger Pagodas, Spring and Autumn Pavilions, and the whimsical 5-mile pavilion stretched across the water. Each structure carries its own symbolism, stories carved in stone, painted on ceilings, or echoed in the delicate ripples of the pond. As the sun begins to set, the entire scene transforms, reflections deepen, lanterns begin to glow, and the water catches every flicker of light like polished glass. Walking along the shore, you pass joggers, street performers, and elders practicing Tai Chi under the banyan trees, a gentle rhythm of life unfolding in slow harmony. Nearby, remnants of the Fengshan County Wall and gates speak softly of times long past, classified today as first-grade historic sites. Zuoying Lotus Pond is more than a scenic spot. It is a timeless stage where history floats gently atop water, and culture blooms quietly with each passing season. Wuliting Pagoda. Extending quietly over the waters of Lotus Pond, the Wuliting Pagoda appears like a delicate crown placed gently on the surface, graceful, symmetrical, and serenely still. Built during the Qing dynasty around 1755, this octagonal structure is connected to the shore by a 120-meter arched bridge that seems to float just above the waterline. As you walk across, the air changes, the hum of the city fades, replaced by the soft splash of koi fish and the whisper of wind in lotus leaves. The first level of the pagoda welcomes visitors with open shade and a panoramic view of the lake, perfect for quiet moments and reflection. Climb higher, and the second level offers sweeping vistas of Zuoying's temple-lined shoreline, pagodas in the distance, and the sun playing gently across the water. Visitors often come here at sunrise or dusk, when the sky turns to watercolor and the pagoda becomes a silhouette of calm against the golden light. Despite its simplicity, Wuliting feels sacred, not because of ceremony, but because of its silence. It is a quiet escape suspended between water and sky, where time slows, footsteps soften, and every breath feels deeper. Chongde Beach. Embrace hidden along Taiwan's eastern coastline, near the entrance to Taroko National Park, Chongde Beach unfolds like a secret whispered between mountain and sea. This stony shoreline stretches beneath towering cliffs, where green peaks drop steeply into deep blue water, creating a breathtaking meeting of earth and ocean. Unlike sandy beaches, Chongde's coast is lined with smooth gray pebbles that shift gently beneath your feet, singing softly with every wave that rolls ashore. The view here is panoramic and powerful, endless Pacific horizon in front, and the dramatic vertical rise of marble cliffs behind. Visitors often arrive at sunrise, when the sky glows faint pink and the world is still, except for the rhythmic crash of waves and the cry of seabirds overhead. The beach remains quiet, uncommercialized, and peaceful, making it a perfect spot for meditation, slow walks, or simply listening to nature speak in its original language. On clear days, the water sparkles with silver threads, and the curve of the coast reveals untouched beauty stretching far into the distance. Chongde Beach isn't about activity, it's about presence. It's a place to pause between destinations, to feel small in the best way possible. And to remember how quietly powerful nature can be. Zhengbin Port. A coastal palette of color and culture tucked into the harbor town of Keelung, Zhengbin Port greets you with a splash of color, rows of pastel-painted buildings reflecting vibrantly in the calm water. Often called Taiwan's Venice in miniature, this once quiet fishing village has become a beloved destination for travelers seeking both culture and charm. Each building along the port is painted in a different hue: pinks, greens, yellows, and blues, transforming the waterfront into a living canvas that shifts with the sun and sky. Fishing boats rock gently at their moorings, while locals carry baskets of fresh seafood, adding rhythm to the otherwise tranquil setting. Though the scene may feel designed for a postcard, it remains rooted in authenticity. Families still reside above the shops, and the scent of grilled squid and soy broth wafts from open-air eateries. Photographers and artists line the docks at golden hour, hoping to capture the glow as colors deepen and the reflections grow richer. Beyond the aesthetic beauty, Zhengbin tells a deeper story of coastal resilience, community spirit, and a town reborn through the blending of art and everyday life. Zhengbin Port isn't just a pretty picture, it's a reminder that joy can live in the simplest places, especially where land, sea, and creativity meet. From the tranquil waters of Sun Moon Lake to the emerald glow of Laomei Green Reef, and from the windswept cliffs of Taroko Gorge to the poetic silence of Chongde Beach, Taiwan has shown us a world carved by nature and cared for by culture. Every path we walked whispered a story. Every coast we visited mirrored the sky. And every moment spent here reminded us that wonder doesn't always need distance. It only needs awareness. Taiwan is not just a place you visit. It's a feeling that stays with you. A rhythm that plays softly in your memory long after the journey ends. And now it's your turn. Which destination captured your heart the most? Where would you begin your journey across this island of marvels? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video if you felt inspired, subscribe to our channel for more breathtaking journeys, and hit the bell icon so you never miss the next adventure that's waiting just around the globe. Until next time, keep traveling, keep wondering, and stay curious.